Pochettino does not want to buy another striker. Now, there's two things about this I like and one thing I dislike. Let's get into it. Now, the two things I like about this is the fact that we already brought Jackson into this system. Why would we go out and buy another striker if we just brought this striker in to almost overshadow any of his playing time at Chelsea? Now, granted, we do not know how well he's going to do at Chelsea as of right now at the club. That's still up in the air, and we all know that there have been strikers that come to Chelsea that have struggled. But I think if Pochettino wanted this player to come, it makes sense to give him some time to adapt to the Premier League and also understand how Pochettino wants him to operate and incorporate him into our system. On top of that, the other takeaway that I really like is that Broja is still at this club, because we have Broja, who is coming back from big injury. ACL injury is never an easy thing to recover from, but he had sparks of looking like a phenomenal player before that injury, and therefore, again, this can also lead him to getting that starting role. Now, granted, with both these players trying to get that starting role, there will be competition, which is always good to have at the club. If you remember back in the day, Chelsea had so many players, it was really difficult to get in that starting 11, but when you did get in that starting 11, you knew that someone was behind you trying to get that position from you, and therefore, again, that's going to create these players to play better and better and better. Now, again, Chelsea do not have that many games this season since we only have a League Cup, FA, and the Premier League itself, so therefore, again, there's not going to be a lot of minutes if we bring in a third striker. So therefore, it does make sense for Chelsea not to go and spend crazy amount of cash for a third striker, because on top of that, Nkunku could also play in a position. Now, I know he's come out and said he does not want to play as a striker, but he can still be an option for Chelsea if we need to, in case something happens to Jackson or Broja, or they're not producing goals, and therefore, again, we have a third option. Now, the one reason though I am against this is the fact that if we do not score goals, we all know how last season went for Chelsea, and we do not want to repeat that again, because our defense is rock solid. Yes, some of our players are getting older. Thiago Silva is getting older, but the rest of our defense is, again, rock solid. If Reece James, Ben Chilwell can stay healthy, Shield, Fofana, and hopefully Levy Colwell will stay there as well. Cucurella, we have so many options to rotate these players, and I believe Kepa is still the number one choice for our goalkeeper situation. I know people will give him some stink, but this video is not about him. But like I said, the main concern is us scoring goals. Now, whether Jackson and Broja do not score goals, we only have one or two options, and therefore, or I guess you could say again, three with Nkunku. It would make sense to bring in, say, $60, $80 million player. But like I said, that does not guarantee that they're going to score goals as well. And therefore, Pochettino is looking at this and analyzing that it probably makes the most sense not to bring in a third striker. And I agree with that. So I want to know what you guys think on that. Should we bring in a third striker to, again, compete with Jackson and Broja? Or do we keep it right now with this season, see how it goes, maybe look at during the January transfer window and bring in a player at that point in time? Because like I said, with not that many competition matches, it's going to be difficult for those three players to get starting time, and we do want to see Broja grow at this club. So I want to know what you guys think. So that is all I have for you today in this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate that, and comment down below, and I'll get to those comments as quickly as I possibly can. So that is it, and I will see you in our next video.